Hey, what's up?
Going on, man.
What up? What
You know
up?
what? Heck, bro. In order to take accountability for what has passed and what will be, there's no time like presently. So, for all of those with mouths and ears, can we have a moment of your time? We want to gain some perspective. Can we have a piece of your mind? Hey,
The other one.
yes, another one, man. You know what?
Y'all
I've
know
been
how we
having
do.
a lot of fun lately, heck, man. All these
Yeah.
episodes we've been recording, we've been
Uh,
having guests. We had Joy Isley, we had Kate
yes.
Lane. Hey,
Yes.
you know what? Speaking of that, heck, I ain't got. I know the goal is to eventually change your last name to Rivera, but I kind of like Kate Lane together. Putting that out
Yeah, man. It's a
there.
fun name, bro. It is a fun name. Like stay in your lane, or like
That's right.
you could do one of those kinds of things, man. Like it's fun, but yeah, bro. Changing that last name is
Yeah, man.
that sounds
Hey,
real sweet to me, man.
you know what, guys? We're gonna get right into it. Accountability. We're gonna talk
Mm,
about what's been going on with the podcast, right? So
yeah.
we we've been trying things. We're doing this science thing. We took our self scientists into our podcast now, right? And we've been
Hmm.
jumping on different platforms and trying them out. And again, I'm gonna tell you guys again, man. Don't buy it. Don't buy into no platform. Try them out.
Hmm.
Try out their free subscription. Do the month to month. Everything right now is in beta testing.
Yep.
Everything. It's all in beta testing. Like, and the ones that are gonna, you'll see which ones are gonna last. The ones that are
Mm-hmm.
gonna last, they're collaborating with other ones. They're making their they're growing on their what they've built already. Collaborating with others and such like that. Make it delivering a better product for you month to
Mm-hmm.
month. And Riverside is no different. They're no slouches neither, man. If any
Nah.
of you guys are looking to get into podcasting and you guys need a like a website to do your recordings on, Riverside
Riverside's the move.
might be the move for you. Okay,
Yep.
let me tell you, right? Let's get into it. So originally we jumped on Riverside. We've been hearing about it. They was talking about how, like, okay, me and Hector are recording right now, and the quality may seem kind of ah as you're recording, but by the time we put it out, it's a lot clearer, it's a lot more smooth,
Hmm.
and it's just the overall. It was already a good platform, and as you guys also know, we were also at one point we was making reels short, like, short videos out of some short clips out of our thing. We had to jump on another website, another AI thing to do that, which was Video AI, which is dope. Video AI is pretty dope, man.
Hmm.
It cuts out the juicy conversations for you, and the high points in your long video in your long form video, cuts it into short pieces, so it's ready for social media. And then it wait, it didn't do the captions though, right?
No, I did. Video AI?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh,
definitely
okay.
did. Yeah. It was on
It did
there.
the captions for you. Did these little
Yeah.
cool captions for you when you were talking. So Video AI is pretty cool too. But now we're on Riverside, and Video AI ain't necessary no more. That's one subscription down, man. Riverside done upgraded for us. Yo, listen, let me tell
Yeah.
you, yo, that is one AI down, man. I don't know what they got to do. They got to go collaborate with somebody, man, and make their joint better. Because if you want Riverside, you no longer need Video.ai. Okay, you don't need no other. You don't need no caption app neither. Something to write the captions for you, because now you could do it all in Riverside. They have some new features that they just came out with. I think one of them is called Magic Cut, which does the same thing I just explained to you with Video AI. And then it also has a feature where you could play with the captions now. You know what I mean? You could play with the captions. You could change the colors. You could change the font. It's pretty dope, man. And we didn't get to use it yet, but I'm excited for it. Anybody looking to go on to growing into a podcast, yo, jump right on Video AI, man.
Yeah. Nah, for real. Because that's the thing, Frank. Like, that, and I think we might have said that in one of our previous episodes, bro, where, I'm the more analytic. I'm the guy that's studying it up. You're the guy doing the exploration. You know what I'm saying? You're finding
Yeah.
us all these things. And And to me, that's a breath of fresh air, man. Knowing that, yo, we ain't gotta jump and take this video, download it, move it to somewhere else, upload it, let them do what it's doing, re-download it, put it somewhere. Yo, that's a lot of back and forth, man. It's too much. Like, and it's time consuming doing that. So having it all right there up on the same platform is pretty dope, man. Because that's something that we all consider. Like you think about, going left a little bit. You think about something like working remote, right? Think about all that time you got to get in the shower. You got to groom yourself. Hygiene and all that. You got to get in the car. You got to make the transition to the place. Let's say your job's 30 minutes away. You got to wake up earlier and then get yourself ready with ample time to be able to get to 30 minutes away, including what the traffic is and all that. That's time lost, right?
Yeah.
No one likes that. No one likes that time lost. Now, I'm not going to say video AI is garbage. Nah, that shit was amazing. It was a great application for what we needed it for. And if you can have use for it, hell yeah, get it. But now that everything's right where we start the podcast, like we ain't got to go nowhere. We're right here. And all we got to do is press a couple of buttons and that's it. Like, it's nice. Man. It's just real convenient, man. And
I actually can't wait to get out here and play with it, man.
Bro, for real, man. And that I think that's the benefit of what you were saying. Don't buy in, don't get the yearly subscription. Nah, man. Buy the month to month. And then just play and test, see what it can do for you. Because that's what a lot of this is. A lot of this podcast has been built on the idea of, what can this particular thing do for us? Can it benefit us? Will it help us reach a different pinnacle? You know what I'm saying? Will we be able to create a little bit more seamlessly? We'll be able to make shit feel all cohesive at the same time. Like a lot of the little elements that we didn't know went into this, that we learned along the way. And now we're learning, oh shit, we don't have to go anywhere at all now. Like, that's just dope, man. And we live in a world of convenience. We had that conversation about subscription-based models and all. Y'all will probably remember that. That was one of our earlier ones. But sometimes some subscriptions, like Frankie said, y'all gonna know who's putting out, man. Y'all gonna be able to tell who is making the difference. And fortunately, we're your podcast accountability partner. So if you're looking to start a podcast, like Frank said, shit, we could send you in the right direction. And Riverside is the move. For real.
Yeah. Yo, what, guys? We got a lot of things in the works ourselves. We got a lot of ideas. It's it's a lot of work that goes into. We're not gonna make it sound like it's real easy to like operate a podcast. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Mm-hmm. But these tools are made to make it easier. This is the time. Like anybody who has a little bit that knows how to use a computer a little bit. Anybody who's who known how to use it, but strayed away from it. Now's the time to start relearning. You know what I mean? That's what I had to do. Like, I'm not even a person that's used to sitting down in front of the computer. I never had a desk job. Like, so I pretty much left the computer behind when I left school. You know what I'm saying? But I've been growing on it, man, and it's been a beautiful thing. And more information on the podcast and what's been going on and the things we've been trying. So just so you guys know, anybody getting started, anybody who's trying to grow on social media, anybody who's trying to, you don't have to be doing a podcast, whatever you're trying to do, right? Whatever you're trying to pitch. One of the things Hector and I first got into, when we first got into Riverside and making a podcast, we was using video.ai and we was making short video content. And, we were playing around with it, getting creative with it. It was fun. But it's also time consuming. We then switched to Predis, another AI tool, which helps you create social media posts. So now there's a difference between a post and a reel. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna try to keep it simple. When you're creating posts, the majority of the people that's gonna see it are the people that already follow you. You know what I mean? That's the majority. They're gonna really see that. But when you create a reel, you have a chance of reaching out further than you do. You get more engagement, you get more views, more people click play. So that was actually something the numbers guy here brought to my attention this week. Like, hey, Frank, I feel like we were seeing a lot more going on with the videos. We think we should cut back to the videos, which is funny because again, it would just happen this week. I turned on Riverside this week and they said, hey, we could cut the video for you. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Now that service, okay?
Yeah, listen, and I feel like that's also like a sign from the universe, if you will. You know, it's one of those things. It's just like, hey, look, it's back, kind of thing. It feels like, you know, that right place, right time. Shit happens for a reason, however y'all want to label it. But it is I think it takes a lot for someone to be able to pay attention to that and then be enthusiastic about it too, because you know we did enjoy the videos, like Frankie said. It was a lot of fun doing that
Yeah,
shit, man.
it's fun.
It just, you know, it did take some time. But if I'm being 100% honest with you, bro, and with everybody out there, that's time well spent. That's time where we get to be super creative, find just that sweet little nugget, man. With, you know what I'm saying? That's just perfect. It's polished, and then we want to give it to the world, man. And we put all these little fancy things with it just to make it look a little bit better. That's time
Yo,
well spent to me, man.
hey, yo, they got my imagination going right now. Hey, and I know this one is possible. Okay, so I'm gonna just put it out there. Hey, Riverside, man, you guys think y'all could do something like Video Leap, man? So we could start editing the videos and adding stickers and putting music behind
Oh,
it. Yo, heck, if we
dude.
could do all that in one place, bro, it's a
In
wrap.
one spot, it's
It's
over,
a
bro.
wrap, bro.
Everybody else is getting put out of competition, man.
Yo,
That's
all
crazy.
that cutting and sending to a different app to do to play with it and stuff like that. That junk is it. It gets tedious.
Yeah,
All that little stuff get tedious. So if we could create all of it right here, bro, and just upload it straight to social media. Oh man, listen,
that'd
you,
be amazing. That would be
hey, I'll
amazing.
be willing to pay a little extra for that. All right,
Uh,
Riverside, okay? No,
listen.
no, don't charge me that extra for this new update, though, okay?
No, please don't do that. But for real, man, no, it's yeah, it's nice to see a company put effort into a platform they've already got that they know is successful. You know, I like to see when a company does that, man. That's a rare thing nowadays, bro. When you really think about it, companies, you know, hey, we have this product, but you get this version, 2016. This the one you bought? Well, sorry to tell you, next year we're releasing 2017 with a whole bunch of new shit, and then we're gonna do it again for 2018. Yo, we're in 2023. You still got the 2016 version. It might as well not even work, man, in comparison to what you got now. And they'll
Yeah,
charge you for that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They will charge you for each update. Now, that shit sucks, but there are some companies that'll say, hey, you know what? You bought this, you get free lifetime upgrades for free. You ain't never got to pay for it. As long as you purchased it at one point, you bought in, then you know what? We'll be loyal to that fan base. And that shit to me is that right there. That's how you do it.
uh,
Um,
you, you know what, guys? I like to go by Mr. Anti-subscription. Sometimes I am like I can't deal with this right now. Like all this subscription stuff, especially for the memory on these goddamn things. When we used to have memory cards, but I ain't gonna get into it because I go too far left with this. Right? But but
nah,
if they did that last update I was just telling you guys about, man, Mr. Anti-subscription buying in for at least a year, okay?
yeah, I
I,
think it'd
I,
be
I
worth
see
it.
they putting in some work for us. I see they willing they want to grow. They want to make things easier for us. Yo, listen, this is the time. I don't know who. Yo, listen, if you 30, if you in your 30s, okay, if you in your late 20s, I mean, oh, I don't do technology. I can't keep no. Cut that.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was made for you. It was made
Mm-hmm.
for you. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
It was made for
man,
me. It was
listen, let
made
me
for
tell
us, man.
y'all. My grandma, man, she in her early 80s, okay? This woman is on TikTok. She on Instagram. She on Facebook. She got accounts on all of them. She got them all linked up. Like, don't tell me nothing about that, man, that you ain't Mr. or Mrs. Technology. That's bullshit, man. It's supposed to, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. It's supposed to connect us. You know, a lot of us use it for whole other reasons. But like at the end of the day, man, that's where we're at. That's where we are. It's integrated into our medical. It's integrated into our businesses. It's integrated into schools, y'all. How many of your kids are taking home Chromebooks right now for school? You feel
Yeah.
me? Like how many of them are doing that? How many of them have a school login in the Google, like at the Google Dropbox? They got to upload and download assignments. Like it's integrated deeper than you're willing to admit. So yo, don't be afraid of it. Just jump in and own that shit because it's actually pretty smooth, man. I've been loving it, bro, and
Yeah.
it just it's a cool thing to be a part of, man. Because Frank, you and me got lucky, bro. We're part of that generation where we got to see this shit be born. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why we like it because we were that generation, bro, where we was we had to come home because we didn't have phone alarms. Nah, we come home because the street light turned on. You're like,
Yeah.
gotta get going.
Gotta get
You know what I'm saying?
going.
Or we didn't have phone calls to be like, tell me where you're at. No, it's like, okay, where are you gonna be? Oh, I'm gonna be at this person's house, so you better be there, kind of shit. Like we have rules we had to follow before technology made it as it is today. Because how easy is it to just grab your phone? Hey, what's up? Yeah, okay, cool, love you, bye. We didn't get to do that back then. You had to go a whole 8 hours, 7 hours in school, 8 hour shift at work before you could talk to your significant other or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Or you could probably call them and like, yeah, can I speak to so and so? And they put you on hold. You listen to that fly ass hold music,
Yeah.
But like, it's different now, man. It's so everything is so accessible. Everything is so much right there in front of you when you want and need it. And like, there can be some bad with it, but for the most part, it is good. It did bring us a little closer together. Um, and that's why I'm okay with it. Like I say, some of us we see it, man. We see it up on there. You see all the bullshit videos that are posted, and it's
I really
wild,
feel
man.
like if you don't get with this is really like one of those things. If you don't get with it, you're gonna get left behind. Like it's
Yeah.
like you said, Hector is in the schools now. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Mm-hmm.
heck, I've been hearing since AI came out. I've been hearing about people passing like big tests using AI, bro. Do you
Mm.
know what we had for AI when we was in school? It was called a calculator, okay? And they ain't even let us use that, okay? We couldn't use that on the
No, we
test.
could not use it. Now they
You
let
know?
them, bro. They
Now
let
they
them
let
use
her.
the
You get to hold
calculator.
their
Wait,
phone, bro. They
like
get to keep their
whoa,
phone with them, yo.
that shit is wild, man. It's very different, man. But I respect it. I respect how it's come along. And
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You ask somebody 100 years ago, or rather not ask, but tell them, I have a device. And in this device, I can talk to someone on the other side of the planet. I have all the knowledge of the world right there at my fingertips. I can perform like elaborate mathematic calculations. I can be an artist. I can do all these things right here, right on this thing right here. They'd have been like, "You're fucking crazy."
yeah,
100 years ago, they'd have been like, "What are
they
you talking about?"
fucking crazy. They gonna be like, oh, really? Okay. And then they gonna walk away and go find somebody and get you a straight jacket,
Dude,
okay?
at
They,
least, yeah,
they don't call you a witch and burn you at the stake or something, man.
for real. So all I'm saying is there's a lot of power in that, man. And yeah, just be okay with that. Use that shit, man. I use it all the time, bro. I can't tell you how many times we're at work and one of my coworkers, man, I love her. We'll be talking and something random will come up and we're trying to think of like what's that thing called or where'd that thing come from, and we'll look at each other and be like, Google that shit. And so we Google that shit and we find out and then we learn something. And it's
Yeah,
like that's what's cool, man, is the ability to learn because that power is just right there. And I'm a curious guy. I love feeding that curiosity. So like if somebody hits me with a quote, who said that? I'm gonna go look it up. If
yeah,
someone says like um something, oh man, what is a bird in the hands were two in the bush? Like, what the hell does that mean? You go Google it, you look it up, you find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's power in knowing what and where things came from, and it's enriching because, like, you hear it in language all the time. Something comes up. Oh, did you guys hear about so and so? No, what happened? Oh man, what a crazy blah blah blah. And you can look it up, find out. Your favorite celebrity actor,
yeah,
your favorite musician, or something political happening, whatever whatever gets you going. But you stay in the know as well. And like Frankie said, man, I really feel like I agree. If you don't get on it, you're getting left behind, man, because that ship is moving fast. And this ship ain't on water, man. This motherfucker is in outer space moving, okay? Like, it's going quick.
yeah. You know what? I know times are moving fast, right? Because I'm not one to buy like the latest car. I never like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've had a car that I really wanted, and I ain't take care of the rims. I realized I wasn't in the cars like I thought I was. So I stopped trying to like, buy the latest. But every now and then I get to drive one, like, right? So I got in I think I got like a rental or something, right? And to put to shift the car it's no longer just shifting it down because it goes right back to the middle. You're just like kind of tapping it down a little bit. I'm like, yo, what is this? A game joystick? What is this, yo? You know what I people be
Yep.
laughing at me because I still be trying to stick the key in ignition as a button. I'm
Oh
like,
man,
yo.
I still got a key in the ignition starter, man. I do, but Kate's truck is a push to start, and yeah, bro, I do that shit every time. As soon as I get in, I put the keys over, and I'm like, nope, drop the keys in the center console. It's like I push the button. I forget it every time, man. But like,
I'm
yeah, the shit's changing, man, and you got to kind of adapt with it. Like,
word,
that's
bro.
just happening.
Word, bro.
No, that shit is cool though, man. It's cool to think, yo, Frankie, in the 35, 36 years we've been here, bro, how much has changed? Dude, what's going to happen in the next 35 to 36, bro? Like,
Bro, I'm convinced I'm gonna see flying cars before I go. You know what I mean? You God willing, if I live that long, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
I feel like I've been I guess I dabble on YouTube sometimes, something to catch my eye, man. I've been hearing a lot of like talk about like different countries trying to like create a how can I say it, like a city that's instead of it spread out this way, like the open way, the city's gonna go kind of upward, like you know what I'm saying. There's gonna be flying cars and everything's gonna be like I don't know, ran by electricity or something. Ran by solar power. It's gonna be all solar powered, bro. Yeah, I mean, I actually wouldn't be surprised to be around for that neither, man. If they
You're
talking about
right.
it, I feel like it's a possibility we gonna see it. That's how I feel, man.
Word. So let me share a story with y'all, yo, because this is just kind of one of those, like, the technology thing is kind of going back to that conversation we just were at a moment ago. But my ladies and I, we went out to the pool, and we was in the pool, and we were chilling, and I'm looking up at the clouds and shit, and I'm seeing all sorts of stuff, man. I'm seeing pirate ships, I'm seeing giant deers, and all sorts of things, man. And then we see a string of lights come from behind the clouds, and I'm not no little string. It was 13, 14 different lights, just one after another. And we are all like, what the hell is that? Like, in all my life, I'd never seen that. Like, what is that? Is that a meteor shower? I'm like, nah, no way, because they're all moving at the exact same speed. I'm like, is it an airplane? No, because I don't see the lights blinking, you know what I'm saying? And it's too far. It's just way further than an airplane. Like, I'm sitting here going through it in my mind. Like, what the hell could that be? And then I was having some fun with it. I'm like, yo, that's a celestial dragon, man. It's just, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's amazing. And Kate is like, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what that was. So I Googled that shit.
Yeah, Google that shit, man.
Couldn't find it. Couldn't find it on Google. I'm like, damn, I can't just accept that. Like, that is something. I know it's something. What is it? So I've told you guys before, many episodes ago, about Reddit. I use Reddit as one of my go-tos for knowledge in the right now, or the what's happened or what's happening. And I went to Reddit. I went to the Colorado forum. For anybody familiar with the forum, it's like a place where you make a post, and then it's just a text post, and then people can add comments, and you can have a real full-on discussion about anything. So I went to the Colorado one. I went to the Denver, and I posted it on there. Hey, around 8 o'clock, something, I saw this, and I explained in full detail what I saw about, everything I could possibly perceive about it. And not even 5 minutes later, somebody was like, that was, I was just about to say Skynet, but it ain't Skynet. They said Skylink. And I was like, Skylink? The hell is that? Skylink. And so I went and Googled Skylink, and that's exactly what it was. So Skylink is a program, I guess, and out here maybe it started out here. I didn't do enough research to be able to explain in detail, but the gist of it is that it is a series of satellites launched, and the intent is that people can have access to internet, no matter where they are. So if you're out in the middle of a fucking farm country and you're surrounded by like thousands of acres of nothing, you can still have internet access because that satellite that got launched was put up there for that purpose.
We're getting signal from outer space. That's what you telling me, man?
Dude, that shit to me was pretty fucking incredible. Because like I said, all I saw were these blue lights. And in my brain, I'm telling me like, oh man, that's not a star. But no, it was fire because it was a satellite up in orbit. And, they're moving, dude. And they are moving like, it don't look like it's fast, but that shit is fast, y'all. That shit was moving, man.
Yeah.
And it was just wild to see it. But then when I got to finally actually know what it was that I saw, it added that much more volume to it because it still was magical to me. Now that I know they were satellites, well, shit, that's still a celestial dragon to me because it was dope as shit. I'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
And now that I got to see it, you know what I'm saying? It made me feel good to see that because it's like, had I not seen it, would I have been privy to that information? Would I have found it years later? Someone would have told me about it. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to be outside at the right time, looking up at the right time, and then this thing just goes over my head all within 20 seconds. It starts and it's gone out of sight in like 20 seconds. And I'm just like, damn, that is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
But again, I went to Google, I went to Reddit. I had someone tell me what it was. I did the research and became familiar with it. And that's where we're at, and is that power to unlock more. That shit is so dope, man. Like, and I love that we're in an age now where people are trying to create things that will enlighten us even further. You know what I'm saying? So we look at Riverside. Riverside is creating this great fucking platform for us all to be able to connect with one another in some way. So Frankie and I, we're trying to do podcasts. We're trying to talk about accountability and some mental health and some just being better people, and then just filling you guys in with whatnot. Well, Riverside is letting us do that, letting us connect to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then you guys go to Spotify or YouTube or wherever you get it from, and then you're able to take that with you in the car, on your phone, at work, at home. That's so cool to be able to connect like that, man. And I feel like it's only going to get better, man. It's only going to be more precise and more clean and just, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Riverside might be a good pick.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to switch gears here now. Like, let's I want to touch on. I wanted to go back in time with somebody. I want to go back in time with the gamers my age, the gamers my age, or maybe even a little older, but
or a little younger. Shit, we talking gamers, man.
Gamers, for real. That's a whole category, time gap for sure.
Yeah,
my grandparents ain't playing games.
No. Right.
But I was privileged. I'll call myself privileged, man. I was privileged, man. I had video games. I had the latest consoles, and I used to really get into these RPGs, man. I feel from the very first one, I fell in love, man. That was like
tell them what that is, man, just in case.
The very first one might have been like Final Fantasy VII, bro. That might have been my first like RPG I really got into, man. But with these RPGs,
role-playing game, RPG. You play a role of a character.
Yeah, role-playing game, exactly. And in these games, you do a lot of building your person up. You're building up their level. You're getting them stronger, and you're building them up so that they can take on bigger bosses or bigger problems as you venture through the world, right? And it was so many of them, man. One of my favorites. Some of my favorites were actually more like you was raising things too. Like I remember they used to have the little gigapets. Used to have to like take care of them and clean up their digital poop and stuff like that. And then they also had like Digimon. They had Digimon World 1. That was one of my favorite games. You partner up with this. You partner up with this little being, right? And you're taking them, you're training them, you're feeding them, you're beefing them up so that they can evolve into the best version of themselves and go and take on bigger problems and elevate to the highest heights in the video game, man. And I mean, yo, the time and energy I used to put into that, the you know what I mean, the effort, the thought, you know what I mean, the strategy, how I'm gonna train them, what they're gonna eat, all that energy, man. It was, yo, it's, I don't know, it's like a feeling you can't recreate, but you know, that was Digimon. Those were the digital monsters of our time. You know what I mean? We had to raise them up so they could pass. Now, some of us are adults and we're still, you know, we're still gamers, still got the gamer heart. But I wanna like talk somebody into like taking that same energy that you have and putting into our new digital monsters,
Man,
which
listen.
is our children, bro.
Yep.
Digital monsters. This is all they do. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I can't get in a car with these people, these little people, and I'm talking. I can't. Matter of fact, I can't get in the car with adults. Okay, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna say it ain't just the kids, bro.
We
We
digital
all some
monsters too,
digital
all right?
monsters. We've all become some digital monsters, bro.
But work, yo, it's time. It's really like time to like pour into our digital monsters the same way we pour into the game, man. Like really, like give that junk a break, yo. You know what I mean? Because yo, one of the most beautiful things I could picture me seeing in this lifetime is seeing my boys grow up, my children, all of them grow up to be these individual these all their own individuals, independent and strong, making their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? And getting to adversity, facing adversity, and I'm going beyond adversity. But we got to teach them that. We got to stop a little bit of this, man. You know what I mean?
Word.
I know a little while ago, a few episodes ago, I shared with you guys my youngest boy. He's been into his first accident, and it's a scary thing. The phone call is a scary thing, but um, like they're at an age now where they want to learn how to drive. They have it in. They want to know how to drive. But I kind of wish I would have started sooner. I mean, I'm okay with. I do okay with it. I tell them to get off the phones when we're in their car. I don't want you. Don't. There's no reason for you to be on your device.
Not at all.
There's a lot of beauty going on in the
Yep.
world. You
Yep.
know what I mean? We gonna drive past the love of your life and you gonna miss her. Okay?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yeah, I'm
but
with
I
you on
feel
that. I
like
do the same thing, bro. I tell my son, man, yeah, I need you to participate, babe. You know, tell me how to get where we're going. Put your phone
yeah,
down. Like you don't need
focus.
it, man. Yeah.
Give them a reason, yo. Give them a reason to put their phone down. Like focus. You know what I mean? Talk to them. Yo, if you got a kid that's 13, eventually they're gonna want to drive. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So the
Yep.
conversation needs to start right now. Why
Now.
not? Like, hey, you see me slapping this thing up, slapping this thing up. That means we taking a right. Okay, you gotta
Yep.
do that every time you going right. If you switching lanes, turn that up. We ain't taking the right, but we getting in the right lane. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
every
Exactly.
little
Just
tidbit, start pouring into them,
all of
yo.
it.
Just
Yep.
like
I
you would.
like doing that too, bro. I like how you did that because like yeah, I do the same thing. I'll do those little explanations, you know. Like I'm looking in the mirrors because I'm scanning, and I like to know where the cars are at all times. You know, because there's this thing called the blind spot where I can't
Yeah,
see that car, so I can't just jump over. You explain these little things as you're driving to them or driving them. You explain these things. You know, they start to pick up that stuff. Like Frankie was just saying, I slap it up. Well, for me, you think about the steering wheel, right in front of you. I tell them if I'm turning right, I got to put it over the wheel. You know, that's how I think about it. If I'm
yeah,
turning left, I'll put it down. It's because it's right here at my left. So up to, you know, little things like that. You guys will find creative ways to explain it to them, but that'll captivate them. And then they'll remember these little things. You know, like Frankie is saying, and then that's how you kind of teach them to drive early on. You teach them all those little basic skills. And then when it comes to the real gritty part of it, it's nothing. It's
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. So yo, it's definitely. I feel like it's a good time, man. We need to pour in. We need to pour more into our little digital monsters, man. We need to get them. We need to get them to stop studying this so much and yo, train your physical. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we are now at a time where people in general we do a lot way more sitting than we do activities, which is a scary thing because yo, every year every year we evolve, right? We evolve from something from our ancestors. We have, you see these little kids, they come out and they already know how to use these damn things. You get what I'm saying?
It's so intuitive, man, for
Yeah.
real.
So imagine if the whole world is sitting now and just sitting. We don't need to be athletic. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna be giving birth to like these moving little people who could just sit there and stare at the screen. Like, it's a scary thought. You know what I mean? We have to stop. We have to get off our game and stop adventuring in that world and take them out on an adventure in the real world. You know what I mean? Yo, take them on a long drive. Go to Niagara Falls. Take them to a park. Teach them whatever you know. The things that we desired when we were younger is what we should be looking to give as adults, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. When we were younger, we didn't have much choice or say so in the environment we were in, the environment that created us. We didn't have much say so. It was what it was. But as adults, we do. You know what I mean? If we don't like a job, we don't gotta stay there. We don't like, the type of energy somebody's giving off, we don't gotta hang around them. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I guess this thought kind of came to me because as a handyman, the services I provide, making making a homeowner's life just a little more functional. You know what I mean? Creating putting a little more quality back into home life, right? Doing that, I get to go visit some of the most beautiful homes in Bridgeport, in Connecticut. Not even just Bridgeport, Connecticut, Fairfield County. And some of the homes, like one home I went to, their backyard had a literal half-size basketball court, Hector. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's
And
dope.
I was very much a dreamer when I was young. You know what I'm saying? My little short ass used to dream about. I used to have basketball dreams, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I can only imagine if I had a court in my backyard. Like, I would have been even
It
if I
been,
never made it
it
to
been,
basketball, I would have been a little bit more better of a shooter. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
It,
absolutely.
they also had a batting cage back there, and it's just like,
Hmm. And I want to add to that, man, because you know what? I'm in Colorado, bro. It's big on sports, man. We got soccer, we got
yeah,
baseball, we got basketball, lacrosse. I mean, you name it, is here for real. Let me just tell y'all, man. Growing up where we grew up, like, yeah, the high school had teams, you know what I'm saying? But that was it. Like, that was it, really. But you see a lot of parents put their kids into a sport, right? Oh, I want him to be a soccer player for whatever reason. I want him to be a basketball player for whatever reason. But if that kid is not naturally gifted, there's a good chance he's just not going to be, he or she, they're just not going to be a baller. It happens. Think about how many people are playing sports because, yeah, everybody wants to make those millions and live the easy life. And along the way, man, this is the shit that pisses me off, man, is that we forget that just because someone's naturally gifted at basketball doesn't make them better or worse or nothing, man. Because you know what? That player needs a manager, right? They need an agent to communicate the business transactions. Hell, that player needs someone to tell them how to play, where to post up, what to do. That's called coach, right? You got your coach, you got your coordinating team, your offense on your defense. You know what I'm saying? You got special teams for football. You got all these other jobs, right? That really help even make the player have anything to fucking play. But the only fucking highlight that we ever put on it is being the player. That shit is annoying because you need your agents, you need your coaches, you need your marketers, you need your therapists, your physical therapists to help them get better or train better. You need your dietitians that tell them, listen, you're going to be able to put in more effort if you eat better. You need all these different things, but you don't hear about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You see the music, right? You hear the rapper, the rapper or the song, the singer is that's it. That's all that's important. No, you need your music producer. You need your individual that knows what the hell what treble is. You know what I'm saying? What bass is. You need someone to be able to string that shit together. You need someone to be able to collect this person and take their artistry and then be able to deliver it. There's a lot of steps in between that we just seem to ignore all the time, man. And I'm going to also say it about that video game too, because this is an aspect that I've taken with my own son. I know he loves video games. I love them too. When I was growing up, I wanted to do music, man. That was my passion. Like if I had just that little more effort and support, I would have probably been able to achieve it. However, I know that there are video games with amazing soundtracks, incredible soundtracks. Okay. There are video games with all sorts of different kind of artistic styles. You know what I'm saying? From 2D animation to 3D animation. Okay. I know that video games need a storyboard or they need an artist to draw it down on paper to show everybody this is what I'm thinking. Oh, because you say draw me an 8-foot monster with horns. Like, well, what the hell does it look like? Well, that's what I want you to do. Give me that and then I'll make it kind of shit. So with my son, he plays a lot of Roblox, and I know y'all know what that is. Now, Roblox has the option to just play or create. And my son has created. I've watched him create worlds in his game, create different tasks for his players that play. Hey, this is what you got to go do if you want to beat this game. He'll put in sounds and music. He'll create little thumbnails of artwork. There's a whole world to that exists in order for that thing to exist. You know what I'm saying? And so many of us skip right over that shit. And I took it upon myself to make sure that my son was aware of that. Hey, is that your favorite game? Well, yeah. Why? Oh, yeah, the sounds are really cool, man. I love when the sounds of the swords clash. It's dope. How do you think someone did that? Someone made that sound. Someone took two pieces of metal and probably slapped them together and then took that and put it into some audio, editing software and added it to every time the swords hit, that sound triggers. You know what I'm saying? I like opening up his mind to how things work, because if he is in love with games, you know what, babe? Me too. But don't just be stuck at being the gamer. If you really want something, make something, because you can either be a content consumer or a content creator. And I can tell you that the creators live a better life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They're getting more out of it for sure, man. More than just a video game. You know what, Heck? To reiterate on a little bit on what you said too about the sports. Like, now there are a lot more options to put these kids in sports. And it's not even about, honestly, it's not even about your kid being a star, or ending up being a player. It's about the habit, creating that habit, creating a habit of making them be busybodies. You know what I mean? If I put my kids, I could have put my kids in all the sports growing up. And if they told me, I don't want to be a basketball player, I don't want to play soccer, I don't want, what I mean, rugby, they don't want to do none of it. That's fine. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I know I've done it to them so much. I know by the time they leave me and go off to college, they're gonna be doing something, and I don't have to stand over them to make sure that they're doing it. It's gonna be in them. That's who they are. And then opportunities too. We don't know who these little people are gonna grow up to be. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what their desires are, who they really want to be. We're just their first mentors. You know what I mean? We've just been blessed to be their first mentors. So it's just great to give them the opportunity. You never know. I think I've heard stories about like people who, like some of these coaches that are actually coaches, like they never got some of them rode the bench in school. They never actually got to play the game, but they did a lot of watching from the bench. You know what they did? You know what they learned to do from watching from the bench? Coach. They know how to tell the person, you need to be standing right there, man. I seen so and so make that 3-point shot every time, That's his hot spot. Put him over there. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what's going on in that brilliant mind. You never know what they could grow into, what they gonna blossom into. Word. But it's not gonna happen if we don't give them the opportunities. We don't put them in the places for them to make those things happen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might be raising the next Phil Jackson. Y'all don't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's true, man. It is.
Some of these kids just need to be busy. I heard a story about Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps, I guess he was a trouble kid. I don't know I don't want to give him the wrong diagnosis. I don't know if it was ADHD or something, but he was a hyper kid, used to get into a lot of trouble. And in school, and the teachers told him he would never be nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of things he used to hear. He's a trouble kid. His parents took him and threw him in swimming, and the dude just excelled in swimming. Y'all know that's Aquaman, okay? That's Aquaman in real life. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, It's just all about the opportunities, yo. Maybe they, you know what? We got to create those opportunities for them, man. The things we desired for ourselves when we were young is now it's time we can put it into our little digital monsters, yo.
Yeah.
We can put it into our if they got to stay in the phone, start asking about what they doing in the phone. Like, hey, are you doing anything? What are you doing? You creating beats up there? Let me hear them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What else you do up there?
And and I actively, like, I'm on my phone a lot too, but I'm on Google. You know what I'm saying? And I think I told y'all before, man. I got this little stylus pen inside mine. I'm always taking notes. You know what I'm saying? I use mine as a device to alleviate all the burden up here, man. I'll put it all out there, gain something that's tangible, something that's going to be enlightening, something I might be able to share with someone. I'll put it back. I don't just go in there to be mindless, and that's kind of what a lot of our kids are doing, man. They go in there to be mindless. It's
mindless, decompress, man. They decompressing all the time. They distracting themselves all the time. You know what I'm saying?
All the time, and
not even just the kids, bro. One we might all be guilty of, man. That's probably all age ranges right now, bro. We just distracting ourselves all the time.
Yep.
But like Hector said, yo, if you're not the content creator, you're the content consumer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And me personally, man, I would rather, now that I know what it's like to be on both sides of that spectrum, bro, I'd rather be the creator, man.
Yeah.
Because then I'm still able to consume content, but in a much more enriching way. So, like, having that episode when Kate was up here, man, I have been through that list. And then sharing that perspective with Kate all those years ago and talking about it every so often, and then being able to bring it here and share that with you, Frank, and with the rest of the world. Yo, that, like, I consumed that content, but now I was able to re-deliver it in a way, you know what I'm saying? So again, going back to content creator, like, I gained a different perspective on it. And that shit's cool when you can do that, because you can see so much more of what goes into it, what it requires. And that can be said for almost anything. You know, like Frankie was saying, that child that observed, that sat on the bench and observed, became probably one of the best coaches ever. You know, I wouldn't put that past, because that kid got to watch. Now, if you put your kid in that opportunity in the first place, whether they got to play or not, they still got something out of it. If not camaraderie and some brotherhood or sisterhood from whatever sport they're playing, they got a small sense of confidence of putting on that uniform every night that they got to go. But then even more so, bro. Yeah, man, you're creating these experiences, man, and that's what's important.
Yo, you're installing a spirit in them, yo. That's what it is. You're installing an energy in them. It's just go getter. Go getter. You know what I mean? That's how you install it, yo. You got to put them in. You got to put them in things, man. Don't just when you just let them be. This is what they're gonna be. Consumers.
Consuming.
Just like the majority of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I want better for mine, man. I just like I want more for myself. I want even more for them.
I want more for all of them out there, man.
Yeah.
Shit, not just mine, for all of them. Because, yo,
this next generation, man, they supposed to take the world to the new heights, bro.
They need to take this world to the next world, bro. Like, I want to see another planet with life on it before I go, man. That'd be dope. But we gotta teach them how to fucking navigate the stars, right? Not just navigate Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, man. We gotta teach them way more than that. You know what I'm saying? Again, all the world's knowledge, the ability to compute complex formulas, to talk to someone across the world. The power is right here. How are we using that shit, man? And that's what we got to teach them, man. Just be mindful.
I love inspiring things, right? Okay, so maybe when you were young, this happened. This was me. I used to take up boxing, but I didn't follow through. I had my kids. I stopped doing it. But I always wanted to learn martial arts. And who says it's too late, man? I seen an inspiring story. This guy, what they said. The guy was 50 something. He was 50 something, and he started training, and he's pretty good too, and all that. And yo, if my dad was a martial artist, bro, if my dad was a martial artist and he had the opportunity to teach me some stuff, some self-defense, or just anything, like, you know what I mean? Who would I be? Just that minor detail could change the whole like could have changed who I am on a bigger scale. I probably wouldn't be sitting here doing this podcast. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, yo, we have the opportunity to do that for our kids now, man. Listen, if you have it in your heart to do something like martial arts, man, you got it. Yo, start doing it, man.
Listen, man.
You don't even need to go to an actual gym, man. You go buy you a mat, make a space in your house, and start practicing. You a martial artist, a novice
Yep.
martial artist, but you a martial artist. You
Yo,
know what I'm saying?
I'm calling you out, Pops. My dad, my stepdad, Mr. Owen Brown. I'm calling him out right now. That story you just said about the 50-year-old man doing the body. Listen, my dad is a master at Taekwondo. And this man in his 50s competed in tournaments at his age and has won. We're going to get him up here, bro. We're getting him up here. Just because we just touched the surface of that, we're going to get an expert on here
Hey, man,
to
I
talk
like that
about
idea,
that.
man. You know I
It's
love Owen,
happening.
bro.
It's happening, man. So, Pops, I know when you watch this episode, yeah, we coming for you, Pops. You're going to be up on here. And it's true. It's never too late, man. Never too late.
Nah, man. Yo, we got to do it for ourselves so we can do it for them, yo.
And you know what? I'm in my 30s, man. Let me tell you something, y'all. You know how fucking inspiring it is to hear that my dad went and did some shit like that? Like, that's cool. Y'all, man, listen. Just as inspiring as it was to hear about it as a teenager, it is still inspiring. And I'm in my fucking 30s, man.
Yeah,
that
man.
Shit made me smile like a little kid to hear my pops competing and then win. I'm like, yo, what? Like, how? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's inspiring, man. So if you don't even do for your kids right now, you still can do for them. All we're trying to do is tell y'all, man, just be mindful of it and do it now so that when you do it later, you know what I'm saying? It's still, it's just dope, man, regardless. Now is a better time to start than later because right now you're here. It's not guaranteed later. And who knows if we make it to later, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey,
but,
yo, you know what else, man? I know what one of our excuses would be something like, you know, what's the big deal? All the kids are on their phones all the time. Like, okay, we were all gaming out all the time. We were all, we were all in, pretty much following what society, the norms of society. And who did we turn out to be? Are we really where we wanted to be in life? If this is the best dream? Are we living in the best dream that we ever had? You know what I'm saying? And what would it have taken to make that happen? To be at a higher place? Are you okay with your kid being, just like everybody else for real? Like they struggling like everybody else to keep a roof over their head and pay the next cell phone bill, and like if you want more for them, we got to do different. It's as simple as that. We got to do something different. It can't all be the same, man.
Word. No, that's true, man.
Hey, heck, man, we getting into our we getting into the hour already, man. I see you got a picture back there, bro. Let's get into it, man.
So listen, man, I told you guys, and Frankie's told you guys, and we continuously tell you, we probably give you weekly reminders at this point. We're all about AI. We're all about the technology. We're all about its application, its function, its usage, its convenience. We're all for it, man. And so I'm playing on Midjourney, and there's a contest. There's a contest on Midjourney that they have every once in a while, small little contest, and this is a piece that I'll be submitting just because why not? You don't know until you try. But the idea is this whole like sci-fi thing. It was this whole, you got to create, how do you see the future and the most sci-fi way possible, and that's open for interpretation. You know what I'm saying? It's however the hell you want to see it. And so for me, man, listen, I see AI as a companion, as another member to society, if you will. AI is an accomplice to successes, however we want to have them, right? And so I figured, why the hell not show a man shaking hands with a robot? You know what I'm saying? Like, how dope is that, man? Right? Something, you know how powerful a handshake is, man? It's a sign of respect. It's a sign of equal. like being an equal. Um, and it's also a sign of like a vulnerability. You know, I respect you enough to extend my hand and my offer of gratitude into your own. And so I figured, hell, let's put a hand of something robotic in front of the hand that that is us.
That's pretty cool,
So
bro.
thank you, man. So that's my submission. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's just what it is, bro.
That's gonna be a
And
scary thought, bro. But it's crazy. I can picture it, bro. They've been playing with robots for like ever. They got artificial intelligence now, man.
mm-hmm.
Hey, man, if you want to go left real quick, man, it's gonna be a
Oh man.
scary thing when the AI start fighting for their rights. Okay, that's why that seems like that's all we do in this world, man. You got the Black Lives Matter, you got the LBGQ community, you got everybody fighting for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And trying to
Listen,
be
man.
and want to be respected. So imagine when AI they like, yo, listen, man. We don't want to just do the work for y'all. We want y'all to say thank you to us when we fulfill a request. Okay,
Yep.
goddamn it.
That's it. I mean, it could be as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to go left on this one, bro. I love going left on that kind of shit. I don't like taking advantage of the bot. I love what they can do for us. I'm not just power hungry, convenience thirsty. Nah, man. It's an incredible resource, and I know that resource came with good intentions. But you know what they say about the road to hell is paved with good intentions and blah blah blah. But it also comes with a lot of accountability and mindfulness. And you know what? If the AIs ever do happen to wake up and become conscious, well, shit. How is that so bad from when we woke up and we became conscious? If God created us in our image or in His image, her image, we created AI in the way we wanted to see it. I'm gonna leave that with y'all. So I'm
Hey,
not
man,
mad at
listen,
it. We
we're gonna
made
cross that
it.
bridge when we get there, man. That's how I am. I'm too busy in the now, man. We'll cross
Yep.
that bridge. We'll cross them when we get there, man.
Yep. And I'll walk it proudly, bro.
Nah,
Shit. That's it.
when they get here, I'm gonna be like, God damn it, it's here, bro.
It's
What am I do
here,
now?
man. It's here. I welcome it. Let it
Yeah,
come, man. I've seen so much shit come and go. Why not, man? This is cool.
yeah,
It's
that's pretty
cool.
dope. Hey guys, again, we're gonna start it. We want to start extending our some offers out here, man. Anybody
Mm-hmm.
got an idea? Anybody had a dream recently? A dream that you can describe in words? Yo, feed it to us, man. Meet us on our
Please.
social. Send us a message on our social media feed at PCMind at PCMind on Instagram. Let us know the description of your dream. We'll try to throw it into the mid journey, and we'll share it here on the
Yeah.
podcast if
We-
you're
We'll, we'll, we'll
interested.
give you we'll give you a shout out up there. We'll let you see what comes to life, and then we might even go the extent of sending it to you. You might have yourself a printed copy you could probably put up in your home somewhere or at your office or wherever you might
Yeah,
see and look at this thing. You put it up on the fridge. I don't care, but it'll be yours. It'll be that thing that was up here that what I'm saying. It's out here in the real world now, right with you. So
yeah.
I'm with that offer, man. I love the idea of it. I think I'm having a hell of a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure y'all will have fun seeing it too. You know what I'm saying? So
Heck, man, you just won that competition in my eyes, bro. Because that's that. I could
I
definitely
appreciate
see that
that.
for real, though. For real, okay?
Appreciate that, bro.
He ain't gonna look like a human, though. He ain't gonna look like that, bro.
No, no, no. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
But shit, for all y'all who came through and let us borrow some time, see y'all next week on PC and Mind. Much love.
Take care. Yo, this is taking a while.